from house to house. I stay committed like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I bounce. Yeah, I'm leaving this place. Divorce papers falling out my briefcase. Misintuition, the half-truth harlot. Got her suspicions, lacks proof but wants it. I've been practicing grabbing the noose when the knot slips, rewiring my mind to make the firing squad miss. And while they're busy reloading, I'm decoding the messages you sent with this key that I keep holding. But it's a copy and the lock seems broken. Got me choking on discussions I cannot keep open. I'm fully clothed in this cock tease moment. The last cigarette sits between my lips, but I will not smoke it. While it dangled, I got strangled by a second hand. Broke the ropes when I held my breath and let my chest expand. Threw the stogie to the lonely hitman for hire. Told him he owed me, he showed me that his hand's on fire. We didn't shake on it, he nodded, I nodded back. He lit the cigarette with his fingertip and dropped the gap. I started walking the tracks he should've tied me to. Waited for a train to hop, but stopped to say goodbye to you. When I turned my head, I heard what you said. Murder, I'm dead. Tried to do it with the girl in his bed, so I fled. Remembered one should never look back. There's no direction home, only blood on the tracks. Stuck in the past, I jetted and left the red footprints for them to follow. Headed toward tomorrow, and I took sips from a flask. You bought me on my sober anniversary. Her dad tracks my scent. She got her old man in search of me. He knows where I'm headed, he's been there. King of the home, sits on his throne like it's an electric chair. I'm the heir to that domestic death sentence. I see people accepting lethal injections, dead in seconds. They confuse prison for a bed and breakfast. Use their one call on voicemail to see you left a message. Could it be her? Could it be? They're desperate, mad at me cause they lack a strategy for exit. Nobody pregnant, nobody get burnt. I got lost on this head trip, but I won't talk to an expert. My legs hurt cause I've been walking with cement boots ever since you lured me to the waterbed to get cute. She had a wetsuit and dry disposition, but couldn't execute that type of mission. It's no small time thing, organizing my ending. My book of life, so choose your own adventure with a circular section. You can tell your friends I walked all over you, but you know that's not what these boots were made to do. In fact, you had them crafted at the store. You said, baby, slip mom, I don't know what you take me for. Knew what was up once I felt nailed to the floor. Since the key didn't work, I kicked my way through the door. I keep moving, I go from house to house. I stay committed like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I bounce, yeah, I'm leaving this place. Divorce papers falling out my briefcase. I go from house to house. I stay committed like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I bounce, yeah, I'm leaving this place. Divorce papers falling the fuck out my briefcase.
I am no destination, I am just the journey. So don't go settling on me, love. Nah, don't go settling on me. I am no destination, I am just the journey. So don't go settling on me, love. Nah, don't go settling on me.
In a pool of his own traffic jam, realizing he is killing off the best parts of himself and claiming he could read people's skin. When he looked down at his heart flap, it said, boy, go find your spine and ride it out of here.
I woke up with a tag between my toes and my feet were frozen. I could feel my dreams decomposing and my nose was bleeding. She was ghost, leaving me holding my rib. She did it gently, I could tell by how the sheets were folded. Carefully on this old bed that we hardly slept on. She always kept calm when I said, go ahead, mommy, get gone. I guess her got up and go, must have got up and jetted. Fuck it, forget it, there's nothing except for me and my cup of regrets. Come into my love nest, A dungeon of fuck fests, plunge into tunnels my tongue wets. Come get some sex, kitty, kitty. Drinking from that titty sink till you're drunk, unless you cry to breast milk that I suckle from the young breasts that are hung less than Jerry Shirley. Don't upset the poet, tapping random body parts like their sturdy drum set components. Certainly some bend and undress just to know what it's like to touch success. The unimpressed by sunsets at night. I'm more than certain she hurts inside from all this shit. Drawing the curtain, blurring the line before crossing it. Calling it quits, a ball of shame is bouncing back and forth. I'm sipping from the same container, down in 6 ounces of backwash. Doused with bathwater till all consequences fade away. Doubts are on back order, false confidence on layaway. I bought a Providence apartment because of the way it detracts dangerous strangers and attracts the mangiest of straight cats. But when I let her out the bag, look what she dragged in. An overpowering dad who never let her have things. If this world was mine, I swear to mom I'd give it to baby girl. But maybe if this girl was mine, I'd give my mom a world of babies. Instead of murder cases, waiting for her to save me from unconfirmed aged girls I've dated since the early 80s. I flirt with fate. I heard she's the first lady to be referred to as crazy, cutting out the middle women, cutting out little children. I'm sitting on my couch, sickened to my inflated stomach. The baby in me is kicking buckets and I'm jaded from it. I couldn't hold on to her, afraid of breaking something. No longer knowing the difference between making love and hate fucking. No longer knowing the difference between hate fucking and making love. It's the difference between her virginity and experience with date rape drugs. Who am I to judge while you hide behind that makeup? Look at me peeking out from Kool-Aid stained mugs. Who are you to judge why I got these sexual hang-ups? I look at you, look at me, we're in the same club. Motherfucker.
It's been a long and lonely trip, but I'm glad I took it, cause it was well worth it. Got to read a couple books and do some research before I reached my verdict. Never thought that I was perfect, always thought that I had a purpose. I used to wonder if I'd live to see my first kiss. The most difficult thing that I did was recite my own words at a service, realizing the person I was addressing probably wasn't looking down from heaven. Or cooking up something in Hell's Kitchen, trying to listen in or eavesdrop from some other dimension. It was self-serving, just like this is. Conveniently religious, on Easter Sunday and on Christmas. The television went from being a babysitter to a mistress. Technology made it easy for us to stay in touch while keeping a distance. So we just stayed distant and never touched. Now all we do is text too much. I don't remember much from my youth, maybe my memory is repressed. Or I just spent too much time wondering if I'd live to have sex. I fell in love for the first time in 4th grade, but I didn't have the courage to talk to her. In 8th grade, I wrote the note and slipped it in somebody else's locker. Considered killing myself because of that. It was a big deal. It was a blown cover. It was over for me. My goose was cooked. Stick a fork in me. The jig is up. Blew my chances. The rest is history. Our future was torn asunder. It became abundantly clear I was only brought here to suffer. At least I didn't include my name. Thankfully, I wrote the whole note in code, and it had 10 layers of Scotch tape safety seal, making it impossible to open. Plus, it was set to self-destruct. Whoever read it probably died laughing. I wonder if they lived long enough to realize what happened. A year later, I came to understand that wasn't love that I was feeling for her. I had someone else to obsess over. I was older, I was very mature. I forged my time signature while practicing my parents' autograph, cause I was failing math. Disconnected the phone when I thought the teacher would call my home. Checked the mailbox twice a day. At the end of a long dirt road, steamed open a couple envelopes like I was in private detective mode. If you snoop around long enough for something in particular, you're guaranteed to find it. For better or worse, that's how I learned it's best to just keep some things private. It was the best of times. Was the end of times. Was the best of times. Was the end of times. Was the best of times. Was the end of times. Best of times, the end of times. I was always on deck, I was next in line, and only
only child with a pen and pad, writing a list of things I could never have. Walls in my house were paper thin, every squabble seemed to get deafening. If my memory serves me correctly, I made it a point to avoid and forget some things, proudly to keep from being embarrassed. Never meant to upset or give grief to my parents. Kept my secrets, hidden my talents in my head, never run to the mattress. Therapy couldn't break me, never learned a word that would ensure safety, so I spoke softly, and I tiptoed off, and the door to my room was like a big old coffin. The way that it creaked when I closed it shut, anxieties peaked when it opened up, as if everything that I was thinking would be exposed. I still sleep fully clothed. It was the best of times. It was beautiful, it was brutal, it was cruel, it was business as usual, heaven, it was hell. Used to wonder if I lived to see 12. When I did, I figured that I was immortal. Loved to dance but couldn't make it to the formal. Couldn't bear watching my imaginary girlfriend bust a move with any other dudes. Tone Look was talking about a wild thing, but I was still caught up in some child things. Scared of a god who couldn't spare the rod. It was clearly a brimstone and fire thing. Pyromaniac, kleptomaniac, couldn't explain my desire to steal that fire. Now I add it to my rider, like please don't throw me in that patch of briar. It was the best of times. It was the end of times. The school counselor was clueless, cause I never skipped classes. Perfect attendance, imperfect accent, speech impediment they could never really fix. And I fake bad eyesight so I could wear glasses. Consider doing something that would cripple me. Wanted a wheelchair, wanted the sympathy, wanted straight teeth, so then came braces. 4 years of headgear helped me change faces. It was the best of times. It was the end of times. Now I wonder if I live to see marriage. Wonder if I live long enough to have kids. Wonder if I live to see my kids have kids. If I do, I'ma tell them how it is. But don't listen when they tell you that these are your best years. Don't let anyone protect your ears. It's best that you hear what they don't want you to hear. Better to have pressure from peers than not have peers. Bear won't give you chest hair. Spicy food won't make it curl. When you think you got it all figured out and then everything collapses, trust me kid, it's not the end of the world.
There once was a song called Arrest the President. Contemporary music, a hit with the kids, it was a top 10. I wasn't pop then, so I missed the bus a bit. But politics, it was on everybody's hot this summer list. And the cool kids were all rocking votes. I shit you not, I was pistol whipping cops for hip hop.
Yeah. On my soapbox, yelling into megaphones, killing hard rocks, using carcasses as stepping stones. Had a promise that I'd stop holding my marches the day that Chris Columbus got crucified in golden arches. My pedestal was too tall to climb off. In fact, that's the reason for the high horse. And from up here, I see Marines and Hummers on a conquest. Underdogs with wonder bras in a push-up contest. All for the sake of military recruitment. It felt like Kent State the way they targeted the students. I galloped off, whistling Ohio. The rest of them stuck doing stand-up at a cricket convention. Who would they die for? Is it the same machine that leaves equality applied for? An abominable colony of cyborgs clogging up the property that I bought with eyesores. That clever ad campaign ain't worth the time taken for minimum wage labor. I don't care how half-naked or fake she looks. She smells like dirty cash and aged paper books. Who would she die for? Slow down, Ronnie, you're killing them. Slow down, Ronnie, you're killing them. Now it's whistleblower versus the pistol holder. Case dismissed, they'll lock you up and throw away the key witness. Justice is the whim of a judge. Check his chest density. It leaves much room for error, and the rest left to destiny. The West Memphis 3 lost paradise. It's death penalty versus suicidal tendencies. All I wanted was a fucking Pepsi. Institution, making you think you're crazy is $1 billion industry. If they could sell sanity in a bottle, they'd be charging for compressed air. They're marketing healthcare. They demonize welfare. Middle class eliminated. Rich get richer till the poor get educated. But some of y'all still haven't grown into your face, and your face doesn't quite match your head. And I'm waiting for a brain to fill the dead space that's left. You're all give me ethnicity or give me dreads. Trust a funny and rebel without a cause for alarm. Cause when push turns to shove, you jump into your forefather's arms. He's a banker, you're part of the system. Off go the dreadlocks, in comes the income, the briefcase, the sickness, the symptoms.
victim. When the cameras start rolling, stay the fuck out of the picture, pilgrim.
Briefcase,
The sickness, the symptom. When the cameras start rolling,
slow down, Gandhi, you're killing them.
Mr. Save the World, spare us the details. Save the females from losing interest. And Miss Save the Universe, you're a damsel in distress. Tied down to a track of isolated incidents. Generalize my disease, I need a taste of what it's like. Living off the fat of kings, I play the scab at your hunger strike. Hunger strike, hunger strike, hunger strike, hunger strike, hunger strike.
Slow down, Gandhi, you're killing them.
One love, one life, one too many victims. Republican, Democrat, one party system. Media goes in a frenzy, they're stripped of their credentials. Presidential candidates can't debate over this instrumental. Let them freestyle, winner takes all. When the music's dead, I'll have Ted Nugent's head hanging on my wall. Kill one of ours, we'll kill one of yours. With some friendly fire, that's a funny term, like Civil War. 6 in the morning, police at my crib. Now my nights consist of 2 toothpicks and eyelids, a crucifix and vitamins, music that is pirated, new flavored food made of mutated hybrids. They tell me that it's not that bad. It fucks you up good, but it's not that bad. They hold on to these tales till it's the dog that wags. God save us all if he lets the cat out the bag. Who's the one to blame for the strain of my vocal cords? Who can pen a hateful threat but can't hold a sword? It's the same who complain about the global war but can't overthrow the local joker that they voted for. They call the shots but they're not in the line of fire. I call the cops but they break in the line of duty. Let's call a stop to the abuse of authority. The truth keeps calling me, and I'ma live to tell the story. So look for truth, quit seeking forgiveness. You need to cut the noose, but you don't believe in scissors. You support the troops, but wearing yellow ribbons. Just bring home my motherfucking brothers and sisters, cause they don't call the shots,
But they're in the line of fire.
I'd like to call the cops,
But they break in the line of duty.
it's time to call a stop
The abuse of authority.
The truth keeps calling me,
And I'ma live to tell the story.
Metal superstar, that is what you are. Coming from a farm, reaching with your arm. Come away with me to another ranch. We can rely on a tree branch.
Greeting is on.
I'm on fire, I'm on fire.
Me too, me too. Guns, yo. I keep one in my pillowcase. It keeps me safe when I sleep. Still, I keep awake. What if my dream girl pays a midnight visit? I see the world through the scope, but I gain no insight with it. When I get introspective, I put the safety on. Make these songs with the biscuits sitting in my shaky palms. I'm a man now,
A real man.
not the one who went to 2 colleges, groveling over meal plans. I'm staring at the ceiling fan, all wide-eyed, amazed by the ways the blades break the silence. I used to be afraid to fire it. The sound was startling, but now I'm starting to hate the quiet moments. Might remind you of a mic by the way I hold it to the grill. A homophobic rapper, unaware of the graphic nature of phallic symbols. Tragically ironic, sucking off each other's gaps and pistols. I got more back issues than guns and ammo, cause my Uzi weighs a ton, and I never let go of the handle. Hanging on to mommy's pant leg, double fisted, knee deep in shells, kicking ballistics. This dick is a detachable penis, an extension of my manhood, positioned like a fetus. An intravenous hookup feeds bullets to my magazine. Never mind the bullets, my pistol is a sex machine.
Guns, yo.
Sex machine. Busted, I got another gun. I keep it in my briefcase, it keeps me safe at my workplace. Cubicle gangster who's in need of his personal space. Angster of love, unable to look girls in their face, cause I know that only stupid people increase the birth rates. I'm just about dumb enough to hold up a sperm bank, make my demands and then facilitate fur trades. Empty the bird cage and release the mermaids. I got a water gun, I keep it in my mouth. It keeps me safe from the things I like to speak about, but words are leaking out, and all these smiles that I crack are like a dam on the verge of collapse. There ain't no turning back. In fact, I can't hold down my fluids, can't retract statements without water displacement. Flooded the basement, then sought refuge. Removed my waterproof vest, and then I kicked off my wet shoes. Made it to dry land, pistol in hand, fistfuls of ammo, riding on a camel through the desert sand. Lucid dreams are a lot like computer screens. People have pretentious conversations, but I shoot the breeze, blow a hole straight through their long-winded theories. Hold my own and make songs for them to sing with me. It's the same type of heat that Millie used to break the ice with Santa Claus when she made him sing the Christmas blues. Capitalists strung her up for killing them. Every manufactured holiday they sacrifice another victim. Before wartime depression sets in, I get to step in and shoe shine my weapon. I'm Hemorrhoid, I'm the leader. You're dead like daylight. I hold my crotch like a 9mm.
Guns, yo.
9mm. Sex machine. 9mm. Sex machine.
Guns, yo.
9mm. Sex machine. Build up your saliva and get ready to kill the fire. Spitting in the face of figureheads, give them a taste of the shit I said. Build a place for children to escape the inbred human race of living deadbeat dads milking the motherless childcare system. Let the sleepers have another nightmare from Christian conservatives. They don't fight fair in any religion would murder kids. If they don't quite care about the condition of the prison where we're serving bids. Once I escape my skin cell, won't be banging on the bars of soap that I dropped into my living hell. The seemingly indestructible knuckles of my fists are clean, keeping eyes wide open and bulging out like Mr. Bean. On misdemeanors made to look like felonies. The prison queen existing in his own filth and feeling no guilt, it seems. It's a dream with cheetah speed we're chasing after. Some are running quick. Track teams want me to lead, but face the fact I can't catch up to it. Pace at your own pace on this racetrack. You'll eventually get lapped on your last leg while stretching. My aggression is just a lack of serotonin. Plug the jack of your telephone into the wall so I can call your bluff. Just to say what's up. How you doing? How I ruined the beautiful sound of silence. Won't get quiet till the voices in my head come down with laryngitis. Talking. So much to say, so little sense to make. Bedposts get chopped off once innocents get raped. Close the curtains and drapes, pull down the lines. Cover your ears, block your nose and mouth, shut your eyes. There's a black box in my head which is actually red. When I crash and burn, it keeps a record of every last word I said. It goes 1 for the finger fuck, 2 for the peace sign, 3 strikes you're out. Casey's at bat with unloaded guns in his mouth.
Day grows old, we pave this road. When we take control, we will save your soul. As the day grows old, we pave this road. When we take control, we will save your soul. And it burns, just like that famous ring of fire. Sing to inspire, try to loosen up the dirt that clings to the tires. Establish some traction, lingering behind a curtain of satisfaction. I'm certain of nothing, Mr. Knew-It-All. Late for my disorientation, fate glued to the wall. The pain felt could make the brain melt. Heard the shackles on the ankles, mistook the sound of sleigh bells. Remember that song called Big Pimpin'? It made me want to dance around, but I had no type of rhythm. Then I thought I should write a song called Sick Pimpin', cause I know a lot of beautiful, psycho, and spiteful women. Yo, I'm that cat that tiptoes on his pads with the claws retracted so as not to cause damage. Mismanagement, time, decision-making process. Trying to catch the breath I couldn't find till I lost it. Stand up on a rock I couldn't climb if I tried. With a fist full of issues, a bag full of pride. Well, alright, I'ma write all the problems on the board. If anyone can answer them, I'll let them drive my Ford. I quit searching for the truth, cause the truth can change. It all depends on how the furniture's arranged. If you don't take a moment to sit in the chair, then there wasn't any point of ever putting it here. And I'm loving every minute as the day gets vivid, while I'm twisting up the lyrics of existence. And it goes 1 for the wife and 2 for the house. 3 strikes you out. Now please remove my life from your mouth.
As the day grows old, we pave this road. When we take control, we will save your soul. As the day grows old, we pave this road. When we take control, we will save your soul. As the day grows old, we pave this road. When we take control, we will save your soul. As the day grows old.
And now it's time for the last edition of the True School Session with State Francis, whom you hear in the background, here on WRIU Kingston 90.3 FM.
Yo! We're not gonna take it! No! We're not gonna take it! We're not gonna take it anymore!
To all my intelligent motherfuckers! Peace, Dunny. Respect to all my inbred knuckleheads repping the culture.
Yeah, represent that shit!
Respect rappers out there. Shit is real. Shit is real. Yo, to all my Swedish fish.
Swim with me.
Come on. You hear me? Bro.
Sage Francis. Oh yeah, that's one of them smart motherfuckers, right? Yeah, one of them kids that'll think you to death.
Yeah. There's Oscar Schlatter syndrome in my bones and my knee hurts. Must have jumped into an unclean gene pool feet first. The rebirth of slick hair. The more moves than Ric Flair got me blocking eyes and ears, and the rest of my senses are impaired from the thick air that I breathe. How to get here? I believe it's time to scream. What's the time to leave no trace? Remove the birthmarks from your face. Being handicap's a bitch, but I'm sick of watching it park in my space. How about I hop up on your face and help you pop this wheelie, clutch my stick shift? You got to feel me. Growing too big for the clown costume and stupid wig. Got self-proclaimed vets in the game asking their dogs, who's the new kid? I say I'm 32, been here for more than 10 years and never heard of you, so what the fuck's your curfew? They say what? 10 years? God damn, that's practically a decade. And I say, so you a math man. How about we go 50-50 on a friendship? They say meet me halfway, fuck this 50% shit. How smart are we? Very smart. Received the Valentine's Day voicemail from Mary Hart and then I passed out. Plus the lights were blinking, too much leisure induces seizures. I'm blacked out, but it looks like I'm thinking, reaching for the ceiling, pulling down the skyline. You knew I was around once I brought in your horizon just to show you the nighttime. Captain Kirk, beat me back a price line and buy my ticket out of the pop culture. There's no intelligent life to find. I'm off the meter, off the hook, I'm offline. Frankly, I'm awful, so underground I need an oxygen tank and snorkel. Punchlines for the simple-minded, plain and normal. One time, take me, Lord, make me more. Yeah, to all my intelligent motherfuckers.
Let's build. Shit is real, B.
Respect. To all my head cracking, melon bruises. Hey, yo,
Alright, get this money, yo.
Respect to all my dumb bitches. My
Shit is
stupid
real.
hoes.
Respect. Yo. True. It's true.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Out there in rapper world, sitting at home next to your stereos with a blank tape and a cassette deck. You want me to do something and then throw it up to you? Pause button. I'll get you into the mood or whatever. Yeah, all right. Okay. Yeah. As long as I can get rowdy, son. I have entered this wonderful world of politics where white collar tricks got me on a proper fix. Still they want me to talk about hollow tips, ganja hits, and vodka sips. They got sick of topics like the apocalypse, so I start to mix lots of shit suggested by outsiders who should get off open their mouths wider. I'd rather go down on the vagina of Little Kim during her period than be forced to make a joke of my existence and be a silly kid who never questioned the placement or purpose of each Egyptian pyramid. I'll stick to eccentric epics and construct another Iliad. Turn on my television and channel Homer. Ward off the evil spirits with some incense and candle aroma. That's not as sellable as a vandalist persona, so to hell with bull. I'm a tough guy, watch me crush this can of soda. Tennis putty in my hands. I'ma continue to sit over till everybody understands that sincerity is sincerely lacking in showbiz. Talking about walking a route of evil, giving you hoe heads. I'd rather be having you walk the avenue of insight that my flow gives. When an MC records records, question his motives. When a DJ plays that record, question his motives. So you don't understand. I know kids who say they're addicted to sex, when in actuality they're addicted to sexual images, masturbating their brain in intellectual scrimmages. Inside of every conceptual lyricist is a thug rapper, and in every gun clapper there is a metaphysicist. Heads listen to this knowing there is truth in the sarcasm, but whose heart spasm when they hear us execute arts to the maximum potential. Blast an instrumental, find a self-professed freestyle king and ask him to get mental. Confiscate his writing utensil, dental records link the teeth marks he left biting his pencil to his crab actions. Another fraud is identified. Now when there are ciphers, he is no longer let inside. He shall remain an outsider, feel the pain of a pariah. If you got a closed mind, then I'll open your brain wider. Say hi to your jock riding counterparts as I rip your town apart with people you consider confidants. After my mantra starts, bask in my nonchalance, it creates a relaxing ambiance as I drip wax on your body parts. The rapture hardly starts. I'll capture Hardy's hearts with a spatula cause it's probably hot. Catapult some ish to Milosevic till he stops acting like such a bitch trying to make culture switch. And then I'll end the sorrow inside of Denver, Colorado, serving secrets you do not know. ADM, spit a hot flow.
Angel dust, animal tranquilizer, aurora borealis, belladonna, black dust, black whack, boat, butt naked, fake cannabinol, cigarette, CJ, cliffhanger, Columbo, Cosmos, crazy coke, crystal tea, cyclones, Detroit pink. Devil dust, dipper, donk, drink, dummy dust, elephant tranquilizer, embalming fluid, energizer, earth flakes, fresh fry sticks, fuel, gold dust, gorilla.
going there to give him cash, hear him laugh, bring him back. If I can't tear down these walls, I'll slit him through the crack. If that crack ain't big enough, I'm sick enough to get committed. Where he's been, I ain't been allowed to visit, and I miss him. They put me in a submission hold, got him living in a hole. Give me the rope, pull it back, cut him slack, he's getting old. This cold does nothing for his bones, he's shaking. Always put on hold, that prison phone's always taken. They put me on a speaker, but my voice is breaking up. I'd like to think he caught bits and pieces before the gates got shut. Raise it up, somebody cover me, I'm going in with razor cuts. It's something ugly that I know within. Can't afford the luxury of exposing everything, but I've been doing the best that I can. I take it day by day, just one step at a time. And I don't need a sobriety test to walk the line. Walking on this tightrope with arms open wide, hoping to find you live and well on the other side. So I could give you this gift as a symbol. When I felt the rope loosen, I knew I missed my window. He really did love you, you know. Pat, pat, said get your fucking hand off my back. This is my passage into adulthood, and I need not small talk, fingers fishing from a weak spot. I used to dream a lot and search for meaning in a sleepwalk. The only time I find myself having a deep talk, and now I never sleep, cause sleep is the cousin of debt. One can never rest depending on how up the drugs get. Upset, submit me to a blood test, find no trace of my words reverting back to wait, that wasn't what I meant. My right eye is sunrise, the left is sunset. The moonshine ain't got me drunk yet. My tongue's wet for the lunar eclipse, and when you're flat broke, ain't nothing you won't do for a fix. It's a beautiful mix of Jesus juice on my lips and words that are stuck, so I stirred them up with a crucifix. And this is where I found a friend in Christ. But I also found a few spikes, and I decided to use them as pegs on my bike, so you'd have a place to stand when I broke you out of that vice. And now I'm going back to rehab. 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 I don't drink though. Going back to rehab. I'm going back as a dead again Christian with a medicine prescription. Yeah, I'm a friend of Bill. Let me in and get me out of this. Hooked up the plugs and wires while a dog sniff for a powdered substance. In a town of judgments with glass house developments, cookie cutter Republican school book intelligence. They never considered how just one rock could crack the whole facade. Now they confiscate slingshots. I will not meditate on the sermon. Heaven's gate is burning, so we self-medicate with bourbon while their collection plate gets turned into a purse. I've turned into a second-rate person, but I'm not the first. This isn't your typical cry for help. I tried to melt. Someone stopped the trickling with a Bible belt, reminding me of tourniquets and heroin nods. Now that right there, that's one hell of a god. You can't match magic with an addict that's got a map and compass in order to find a substance and matchstick that functions. A searching and fearless immoral inventory till every person with a story begins to bore me. I did what I had to do to get to the place where your face wasn't such a blurry mess. I packed all your favorite promises and words that we kept. You weren't hard to find, all it took was 13 steps. I'm sick
ear, to your ear. I'm all by myself sitting thinking what the happened. Where the hell I go wrong? I'm trying to be strong, but when I flex my muscles cramp and tighten. They got me fighting, and in a war, the kinds that used to always win before, but now it's different. Victories are hard to come by. There's early death for young guys, but everyone dies, so they say, but I ain't no exception. My mortal thoughts lost support, they're vulnerable with no protection. I walk the tightrope, thinking that I'd be saved by your net if I fell, slip, and almost got sent to hell. No, I don't pull no life-threatening stunts without thinking it over more than once, which is often. Choose your coffin unless you don't plan to die. What kind of man am I? Learn your lessons to kill the questions. I find an answer from within. The color on my skin, forget my creed or religion. Everyone knows I violent history from the books. With warmongers, rapists, racists, and culture crooks, it ain't no mystery. But it ain't all in black and white. Society's littered with grays, and I'm trying to gain some insight. Some believe it's species of another kind. On the other hand, we got people who are acting like they're colorblind. What's America? Melting pot or tossed salad? Force the ballad out your mouth. By now, of course, it's invalid and don't make no difference. If anything, it hurts our progress. Take it to Congress. Everything's just all unprocessed. Nothing's efficient. I used to strive towards being perfect, but there's so much worthlessness in this world. It just ain't worth it. I've come to this conclusion. We're living in illusion. We slaughter guys because we can't organize confusion, resulting in a conspired genocide. Kinda makes me wanna pick up my sword and put my pen aside to do damage. Damage.
children.
Microphones replaced with cigars.
Kids and bars,
thinking they're hard,
singing wax songs,
but won't listen to us.
Yo, they won't listen to ours.
I heard the system in their cars,
bumping,
a whole lot of nothing,
making me hold the mic like prison bars.
Ignorance has been driven too far. It's giving my wisdom a scar like the one on your face. You smoking ism with jar, that ain't the system of Allah. Ha ha, I love God while you love to drop bass. I heard that Sage Francis, he loves to drop bass.
I heard that vocab was so bad I crack a drop bass.
Non-profits, we never drop bass. Too busy picking up the treble,
cause levels are out of place.
While heads disgrace, I catch a red face, some stress signals. The music's just to make the women's ass and chest jiggle. Most of these rap stars can pass as sex symbols. Want publicity when the industry flash the next single.
It's simple, but you don't know if they laugh at or laugh with you.
Specifically past issue, their activities ass tissue.
Son, I break their jaw, but I'm not sure if it's glass or crystal. Blow a fast whistle on ass pimples will say they blast a pistol.
It's a cash scandal, their career's a juggling gamble.
Too much struggle to handle.
Our commercial cucker command you. Cucker, commercial, command you. What?
To be a trend,
to be a fad,
to be something brand new.
The origin was underground. Why they have to shapeshift? You went from up to down and couldn't elevate with a facelift. So take this message as a tasteless breakfast to feed your mind. Will sage and vocab make this checklist.
I'm no sexist for rap tramps and rather blast amps with a lap dance.
But they write their own lyrics,
fat chance.
But they think their own gimmicks.
No creative control. When I'm in good spirits, maybe I'll save their soul.
When these days get cold,
I can hardly speak till I feel my girl's body heat manifest in the form of a hip hop beat. People swarm as they stop in the street. Before I'm gone, I got them clapping their hands and stomping their feet.
They're torn
between what they like
and what they're told to like.
Never too old to fight.
If you're known to bite,
then watch your soldier strike.
I show the light,
but you don't know it right.
Cause someone stole your sight.
Leaving my wisdom scarred.
Like prison bosses, how I hold the mic. Ignorance has been driven too far. It's giving my wisdom a scar like the one on your face. Smoking ism with jar, that ain't the system of Allah. Ha ha, I love God while you love to drop bass. I heard that Sage Francis, he loves to drop bass.
I heard that vocab was so bad that crack a drop bass.
Non-profits, we never drop bass. Too busy picking up the treble, cause levels are out of place.
Levels are out of place.
Devils are hard to face. Hip-hop is a disgrace.
No doubt, levels are out of place.
But devils are hard to face. Hip-hop is a disgrace, no.
Diggity. Yo, my man Joey Beats, he loves to drop.
My son J. Rue, yo, he loves to drop.
Yo, the almighty Megha loves to drop.
My brother Natural, yo, he always drops.
Dave at Boo Studios loves to drop.
My man DJ Perseus loves to drop.
The whole TSS now, we never drop bass. Too busy
picking up the treble, cause levels are out of place.
Levels are out of place.
Levels are hard to face.
Hip-hop is a disgrace,
no doubt.
Levels are out of place.
Levels are hard to face.